Monitor poll sparks debate as Norbert Mao dominates early speakership survey. Daily Monitor. What are you doing, guys? Wait a minute. This is so insane. A social media poll published by Daily Monitor, a set of intense debate across Uganda's political space after results showed Democratic Party President Norbert Mao overwhelmingly leading early public preference for Speaker of the 12th Parliament. Under the hashtag #Monitor poll, the media house asked followers to select who they believe is the best suited to lead the legislature. The listed contenders included Norbert Mao, Leader Banyoro, Aliona York Adria, Anita Hane Tamon, and Persis Namuganza. But the numbers told a dramatic story. By the time the screenshot circulated widely, Norbert Mao had secured 906 votes, dwarfing his competitors. Anita Mong followed distantly with 108 votes, Persis Namuganza with 106, Lydia Wanyoto with 62, and Aliona Yoka Udria with 46. The gap was not just noticeable, it was massive. For many observers, the results were surprising given Uganda's complex political arithmetic. Seems like Ugandans are waiting for Mao to become speaker to eternity. One commentator joked online, reflecting the mood among social media users, stunned by the margin. Based on the figures visible in the poll screenshot, here is the statistical breakdown. Raw vote count: Norbert Mao 906 votes, Anita Mong 108 votes, Persis Namuganza 106 votes, Lydia Wanyoto 62 votes, Alione York Udria 46 votes. Total votes cast. Total is equal to 906 plus 108 plus 106 plus 62 plus 46. Total is 1,228. Percentage shares of votes: Norbert Mao 73.8%, Nita Mong 8.8%, Persis Namuganza 8.6%, Lydia Wanyoto 5.0%, Leono York Odria 3.7%. Key statistical insight: Norbert Mao received nearly 3/4, almost 74% of all votes. His vote count, 906, is more than 4 times the combined votes of Anita Mong and Persis Namuganza, who is 214. The combined total of all other candidates, 322 votes, is still far below Mao's 906. The margin between Mao and the second place candidate, Anita Mong, is 798 votes. The race for second place is extremely tight. Among leads Namuganza by just 2 votes. Statistical interpretation: the poll reflects a dominant preference trend for Norbert Mao among respondents, with a clear majority and no statistical ambiguity in the lead. However, it is important to note that the sample size is limited. 1,228 participants. It represents a digital audience, not the entire Ugandan electorate. The speakership is decided by members of parliament, not public polls. However, I remind the public that social media polls do not translate into parliamentary outcomes. It's important to remember that the speaker is elected by members of parliament, not Twitter or WhatsApp votes. One governance expert also noted, public perception matters, yes, but the real contest is inside parliament. And that is where the conversation becomes more grounded. While the online poll may indicate enthusiasm among certain demographics, particularly urban and digitally active citizens, the final decision lies firmly in the hands of elected MPs. Moreover, Uganda's political dynamics mean that The position is often shaped by party structures, internal negotiations, and executive influence. In simple terms, it's in the hands of President Yoweri Museveni and members of parliament. The ruling National Resistance Movement, NRM, which commands a majority in parliament, plays a decisive role in determining who occupies key leadership positions. Even if opposition-leaning voters express overwhelming support for a candidate online, parliamentary math and party discipline ultimately carry more weight. Still, the poll has succeeded in doing one thing: igniting national conversation. Supporters of Mao argue that his legal background, long political experience, and recent cooperation agreement with the NRM position him as a bridge builder capable of managing a divided house. Critics, however, question whether social media momentum reflects broader national sentiment. Meanwhile, incumbent Speaker Neta Mong remains a significant figure in the race, particularly within the NRM establishment. Other aspirants like Lydia Wanyoto, Persis Namuganza, and Alione York Hodria also continue to mobilize support within their respective networks. The bigger takeaway: public engagement in parliamentary leadership discussions appears stronger than ever, whether driven by curiosity, frustration, or genuine democratic interest. Ugandans are paying attention, but as the dust settles from this viral poll, one reality remains clear. Online excitement is one thing, parliamentary votes are another. So yes, Daily Monitor, the poll stirred the pot, but the final chapter of this speakership race will not be written in comment sections. It will be decided on the floor of parliament. But I cannot stop you from putting what you think in the comment section. Thank you.